Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. It's about that time. Let's go take that walk and see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. We got us a New Belgium beer, New Belgium Brewing, and they're out of Fort Collins, Colorado. And they also are brewing other places now. This one actually has Fort Collins on here, so I guess this one is from Colorado. Says here, row, carry your boat. Spring means high water and deep porter. Our new portage takes the buoyant aromas of roasted coffee, chocolate, and almonds and steers them toward a silky smooth mouthfeel, rolling one sip into another. And it's a 6%er, guys. Enjoy by date, written right here on the bottle. Doesn't have the IBUs listed on here anywhere that I see. But it's enjoyed by dates written on right on the label, like all their stuff is. So thumbs up to those guys for doing that. It says here the IBUs are 38 according to Rate Beer. Commercial description is exactly what I just read off the bottle here. Well, that's a little different. Let me read it to you. A great porter just feels right in your hand, and carrying a glass of portage porter is no different. An opaque brown pour. This beer presents with coffee and chocolate aroma, with hints of toast and smoked almonds. The taste follows suit, adding upfront sweetness and a slight roasty bitterness to back it up. Creamy and wonderful, this porter sips medium body and finishes dry and delightful. Portage porter itself. It carts itself towards perfection. Just tip your glass and keep smiling. So, I like a lot of the New Belgium beers, guys. I really do. Their Lips of Faith series are kind of hit and miss for me, personally. But a lot of their Ranger is a favorite of mine. I buy it quite often. The Fat Tire is a nice one to drink occasionally. They do some good beers, they really do. So, let's see what this one brings to the table. The food pairings for this beer, since it is a porter, says here, cuisine is barbecue, cheese and buttery brie Gouda Havarti, Swiss, and since it's a porter, it's got a low with chocolate dishes like a stout will. And the meat is beef, smoked meat, and grilled meat. Glasswriter pint backer 9 tumbler mug Sinus Sidel. I'm using my favorite glass, the Sovereign beer glass today, guys. And it says not recommended for extended cellarings. 6%er, you want to drink this by the enjoy by date on the label here. And it's written on there, so you should enjoy it. And this is a January release, and we're into July, so we're a tad past the enjoy by date on this one. So I don't think it's really going to hurt. I can't think of any reason you couldn't sell this beer for a little while. At least a year or two, I would think it's 6%. I don't know what would deter you from not being able to sell this beer. It's not hop forward. I don't know of any of the flavors that's going to fade over time. Not sure why you couldn't sell it for a little while. So we're about a month past the enjoy by date on this one. I've kept it in the fridge probably a little longer than I should have, but like I said, I don't think there's any reason why you couldn't keep this beer for a year or two. So let's get the cap off of it, see what we got. Nice little hiss. Into the glass we go. Kind of aggressive pour there, about a finger of head. And porters usually aren't pitch black like a stout is. It's very dark through the bulb, the thick part of the glass here, but down through the bottom, It is rich red ruby color, and I can see the bulb through it by the bubbles streaming up. So about what I expected as far as the color. Not pitch black like a lot of the stouts are, guys. It's got a little bit of red ruby tinges around the outside, especially the thin part of the glass. Let's get a nose to it, see what we got. Roasted malt, hints of bittersweet chocolate in there. Maybe some coffee. Might even get some dark fruit in there, maybe some dates, raisins, figs, or plums. It smells pretty good. It smells like a very easy drinking 6% porter. And a lot of the porters were a lot lower ABV than that. They were the prelude to the stouts. These were the kind of beers that were done around between 3 and 4%. For people to drink back in the 1700s, the dock workers and the warehouse guys over in England, that they could have this with their lunch or dinner, depending on what shift they were working, and go back to work. I mean, times were a lot different back then. I mean, if you was to drink a beer now and go back to work, they'd want to hang you by your gonads. I mean, it's a lot different times. Days and age have changed, and we're the land of the offended now. So, come back smelling like beer, they'd want to hang you up in the oak tree or castrate you on the spot. So, I mean, times have changed. That's just the day and age we live in, guys. So, well, let's give it a taste and see what we got. Cheers. That's very nice. Very light notes on the chocolate, on the roasted malt. It's not got that burnt roasted malt like a lot of the stouts do, which I do like. I do like that heavily roasted malt. This one's a little lighter. A good transitional beer, if you will. If you're not into the porters or not had a porter, this may be a really good one to pick up and give it a try. New Belgium is just about available in every state. They send them everywhere. So if you want to try a porter and get into it, something that's not going to blow your palate out of your mouth, this would probably be a good choice. It has a lot of a nice porter-esque taste. Very easy drinking. Not giving any alcohol at all. Very light notes as far as the chocolate and the roasted malts. Maybe hints of some caramel and toffee in there. Light, dark fruit notes. Very easy drinking. That's a tasty beer. That's a tasty porter, guys. It really, really is. Top-notch porter as far as I'm concerned for a low ABV porter. It's not an imperial porter. I mean, there was no such thing as an imperial porter back in the 1700s. I mean, it was either a light porter at 3 to 4%, or you got into your stouts that were usually either 5 or 6% back then. There was no such thing until you got into the Russian imperial stouts, where you started getting the ABV up there at 8, 9, 10%. But anyway, very tasty. Let me sip on it. It's right out of the fridge. Might fire up me a little stogie to go with this and sip on it for a while, let her taste it. Then we'll come back and do the final chug and rate on this one. I'm pretty impressed. It's pretty nice. Hi guys, I've been sipping on this for a while now. Very tasty. A nice entry-level porter as far as I'm concerned. Nice cocoa, rich roasted malt, hints of some dark fruit in there. The chocolate, the bittersweet chocolate is there. Very tasty, guys. If you're trying to get in to this style of beer, this would probably be a real good one, and easy to find porter to get your hands on. Not very expensive, very easily to pick up, and I think a 6-pack of this here in Virginia is between $9 and $10. I mean, for a 6%er, it's a very, very nice beer. So let's do the final chug here. Very well made beer. Very easy drinking for a 6%er. I like this. This is very tasty. First time I've had this particular one from them. It is tasty. Very tasty. If the stouts are a little heavy for you, porter would be the way to go. Try to get some a little bit of the darker malts. A lot of people are afraid of darker beers. I don't know why that is. Don't be afraid of the dark. It's pretty tasty. It is tasty. Nice sessionable porter, if you will. Really easy to drink 3 or 4 of these and not get too filled up and not get too inebriated. It's not like you're drinking a 10%er. Very nice, guys. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to give this an 8, which is an A-. I do think it's an A beer. It's got the enjoy by date right on the label. There's no codes or no digitized ink on the bottle. It can be smeared off. Very nice. Thumbs up to those guys at New Belgium for dating the labels and not printing the stuff on the bottle where you can't see it with a darker beer in the bottle. So 8 for me on this one, guys. We'll go over to Beer Advocate. They say 88 and a very good rating. If I was putting a numeric rating on this, it would probably be a 92, somewhere in that area, 92, 93. Over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says overall 96 and 97 in the style. So if you average those out, 88 and 96, somewhere between 93, that's about where I would put it. So not blowing my socks off or my hair back or anything. It's just a nice, sessionable 6% porter. It's got all the taste that you want in a porter. It's not too heavy. It doesn't seem to be too thin or watery. Very well made beer, guys. So if you've had this one from New Belgium, this is their Portage Porter. Let me know what you think, guys. And come on back tomorrow. Let's go see what's in the fridge. Yeah! See you then.